Welcome to this video on workplace protections and preventing discrimination. Today, we'll explore common forms of discrimination, their definitions, examples, and how to create a respectful, inclusive work environment. The EEOC, or Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, enforces federal laws that make it illegal to discriminate against employees or job applicants. Sexual harassment includes unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, or inappropriate comments. There are two main types of sexual harassment. Quid pro quo is this for that. The second type is the hostile work environment where repeated unwelcome behavior creates an intimidating or offensive environment. Examples: a supervisor offers a promotion in exchange for dates. A coworker repeatedly makes inappropriate jokes about another's appearance. How to avoid this would be to provide harassment training for all employees and establish clear reporting procedures with zero-tolerance policies. A hostile work environment occurs when repeated harassment or discrimination interferes with an employee's ability to work. Examples: daily derogatory jokes about someone's religion, a team constantly excluding an employee based on their gender. How to avoid this would be to encourage respectful communication, respond quickly to complaints, and create a safe space for reporting issues. The Pregnancy Discrimination Act makes it illegal to treat someone unfairly due to pregnancy, childbirth, or related medical conditions. For example, violations could include refusing to hire someone because they are pregnant, firing or demoting an employee after they disclose their pregnancy. How to avoid this would be to treat pregnancy like any temporary medical condition and provide support such as flexible schedules and leave options. Employers must make reasonable accommodations for employees with disabilities or medical conditions unless it causes undue hardship. Reasonable accommodations could include modified work schedules, providing assistive technology, or allowing extra breaks for medical reasons. How to avoid this would be to have open discussions about needs and document accommodation requests and solutions. Sexual orientation discrimination occurs when someone is treated unfairly because they are gay, lesbian, bisexual, or heterosexual. For example, refusing to promote someone because they are openly gay. There is an important note that this is protected under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, as clarified by the U.S. Supreme Court in Bostock v. Clayton County in 2020. How to avoid this would be to promote inclusive policies and provide diversity and sensitivity training. Gender identity discrimination happens when someone is mistreated because of their gender identity or expression. For example, denying an employee the right to use the restroom that aligns with their gender identity, or refusing to hire someone because they are transgender. How to avoid this would be to respect each individual's chosen name and pronouns and offer inclusive facilities and policies. Retaliation occurs when an employer punishes an employee for reporting discrimination or participating in an investigation. There are protected activities such as filing a complaint with the EEOC, participating in an investigation, or refusing to participate in discriminatory practices. For example, firing an employee after they report sexual harassment. How to avoid this is to protect whistleblowers, maintain confidentiality, and handle complaints objectively. These workplace laws protect employees and employers by creating a safe, fair, and inclusive environment. The EEOC enforces the protections. Employees have the right to report harassment, discrimination, and request accommodations without fear of retaliation. Creating a respectful workplace benefits everyone. Know the laws, prevent discrimination, and take action when needed to build a safe and inclusive environment. Together, we can make a difference.